හරිද? හරිද? කැමරා ලෑස්තිද? ලිප්ස්ටික් ගාගත්තද? ඔව්. නෝනාගේ ලිප්ස්ටික් හරිද?
Hi, and welcome to yet another exciting and brand new episode of The Founder. I'm here with a friend, and it's interesting indeed. I'm getting the look right now. Hi to Sulochana, how are you?
I'm well, Tasha.
And who is our friend over here?
Much. This is Puak Badillage Maya, Puak Badilli. Puak Badilli, Nataldi Taruisivilli. ඕන දෙයක් හිතට කියන අපේ කිරිල්ලි ආයුබෝවන්ට සියලු දෙනාටම.
From the Power of Play Private Limited. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we are fine. We are surviving. හොඳයි නේද පුවක්කාගේ?
මැරෙන්න නැතුව ඉන්නවා නෝනේ වෙන මොනවා කරන්නද ඉතින් මේ දවස්වල.
I am very excited to have y'all on board The Founder. And please tell me your story. Where do y'all come from? How did this begin?
Well, I discovered these rod puppets in Indonesia. But before that, by the time I was about 3 years old, I've been playing stories with my dad. And both my parents supported me in my passions. So I traveled to USA after my A-levels and double majored in theatre and economics at Bates College in Maine. And then I wanted to make a living doing what I love. So I traveled on a Watson Fellowship from the IBM Corporation to South Africa and Indonesia.
Amazing.
And Indonesia is where I discovered rod puppetry. And I wanted to bring it back here. So instead of bringing the Indonesian stories, my guru Asep Sunandar Sunarya said, take back your own story. So we have adapted Mahadana Mutta, the folk tale, to represent men and women of various ethnicities of the 21st century Sri Lanka.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So this is Puak Badilla, is a famous golea of Mahadana Mutta, and this is his wife, Puak Badilli.
All right.
අන්න ඒකම තමයි නෝනේ. මට ඉතින් ඔය කඩින් කියන වචන තේරුන්නේ නැහැ. නෝනට තේරුණානේ?
Yes, I definitely understand. And I'm a little bit intimidated, but I'm hoping to be friends with her later on.
මොකද කිව්වේ? නෑ අක්කට චුට්ටක් බය හිතනවලු දැකම. අනේ නෝන බය වෙන්න එපා. ආයේ කළු උනත් දොඩ රහයි කියලා හිතනවා නේද?
So tell me your inspiration behind this.
Well, I believe performing is an ancient, timeless art. And no matter how technology advances and how many fancy gadgetics we get, there's nothing like a physical performance. Now you see the fascination in your face when you see Puak Badilli breathe, look around, dance around, give a slap to someone. You know, it's somewhere in there. You know, you can never replace that.
True.
So for the work we do, which talks about taboo topics, behavioral changes, really hard things like gender and sexual violence and sexual health, all the tough topics that nobody wants to talk about, puppets make it easier. It's like the cliche chocolate coating of the Panadol pill. But it works because when you see a puppet, you're fascinated. When you're fascinated, you laugh. When you laugh, your barriers drop and you can actually listen to what the puppet is saying versus judging the message or where it's coming from. So that's the beauty of puppetry.
Awesome.
නෝනේ බුලත් ටිකක් එහෙම නැද්ද? නෝනා බුලත් කන්නේ නැද්ද?
Nah.
ඒක තමයි ඔය දත් ටික කිරිසුකට තියෙන්නේ.
And tell me about the organization, Power of Play Private Limited. When it started about and how you guys came up with the name.
So in 2010 was when I returned from the Watson Fellowship, and I wanted to do what I love for a living and not do theatre on the weekends. So I wanted to create a company, and the reason why we registered it as a company or as a private limited entity is because I wanted people to understand that this is a job.
Yes.
and artists are working like
Yes.
everyone else, accountants, engineers, lawyers, doctors, and they deserve professional compensation for it, and it's a career.
It is.
So from our inception, we've worked with our collaborators at that level, and when we go as a company to clients, that whole idea of, oh, this is a hobby, oh, why do you need to charge, all of those questions get answered. And it's terrible, and still it keeps happening, especially with the advent of the virtual programming. And I think we've been trailblazers in establishing that fact that we are professionals, and this is a professional gig that delivers like any other job.
Well, I'm so happy that you're making your story known to everyone
Absolutely.
watching as well. I mean, I can't imagine the challenges that you've been through. What is the most difficult challenge?
Gosh, where do I start? Maybe it's with well-meaning relatives saying, when are you going to get a real job? Or the fact that I'm a woman doing puppetry for a living, which is extremely strange in our culture. නැද්ද පුවක්කාකේ? තේරුන්නේ නැහැ බං. කියපන්කො සිංහලෙන් ටිකක්. මේ ටාෂා මැඩම් අහනවා මොනවද අපිට තියෙන අභියෝග කියලා. හානේ හප්පච්චියේ නෝනේ මම මේකට කොච්චරවත් තියනවා පවුලක් පන්සලක් වෙලා පැත්තකට වෙයන් කියලා. කො මේකිට ඕනිම අපිව නටවන්නනේ. ඉතින් ඔහේ නටනවා හැබැයි ඉතින් වැදගත් දේවලුත් කරනවා. මේ හිරගෙවල් වල මේ මොනවද මේ කන්තෝරු වල පාරේ මගතොටේ ගෙවල් ඇතුලේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ඔලු වෙනස් කරන්න තමයි මහදන මුත්තයි මේ අලුත් ගෝල පිරිස කැපවිලා ඉන්නේ. ලේසි නෑ නෝනේ. ලේසි නෑ අපේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ඔලුව වෙනස් කරන්න. ඒත් අපි උත්සාහ කරනවා. මොකද පුතේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කියන්නේ try and you'll succeed. Anna try and you will succeed.
I love it. Oh man, this is definitely going to make my entire month. How has this, lockdown COVID period been for you?
අහන්ටත් දෙයක්ද? හනේ හප්පච්චියේ ඒ පැත්තෙන් ළමයි යකා නටනවා. මේ පැත්තෙන් ගෙදර ගිනි ගන්නවා. ඒ ASCII වැඩක් කරන්න ඕනේ. මේ පොඩි කම්පියුටර් එකකින් අස්සෙන් අපිව ඔබාගෙන අපි කතා කරන්නත් ඕනේ. අර පැත්තේ ඕම් කැමරා ඔෆ් කරගෙන මියුට් කරගෙන. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ එහෙනවාද නැද්ද මන්ද බල්ලොද පූසොද මිනිස්සුද බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ කියලා. හරිය අපහසුයි නෝනේ. Very difficult.
Very difficult. I can tell that. It's a challenge.
පුවක්කාකේ එහෙම කියන්නත් බෑ. We have done really well because in the first lockdown we do a lot of corporate training as well, because puppets are not just for children, especially puppets like Puak Badilli and all the modern Goliaths. We take it to the adults, we take it to the corporate sector as well as rural villages to kind of advocate for good mental health, good physical behavior, gender equality, things that you need in a civilized society.
Absolutely. And I really want to get to know the messages you portray. And of course, you have different puppets for different messages as well.
Absolutely. So these are the puppets for the adults. So in the first lockdown, when a corporate training colleague called me and said, let's do our first webinar, I had to Google that word. I had no clue what a webinar meant. And I had to watch a YouTube on how to do a webinar. And overnight, 90% of our work moved online. And now, having done 1.5 years of corporate training and children's programs virtually, I can say there's a lot of potential in it as well. It's not Sinhalin කියනවනම් මොකක්දකේ යකා කියන තරම් කළු නෑ. යකා කියන තරම් කළු නෑ වැඩක් කරන්න පුළුවන්.
Absolutely. And tell me about the community. Are there more people like you?
Absolutely. So we work with roughly about 10 to 15 regular artists who are mostly from University of Performing Arts or other local universities, highly talented local individuals, musicians, actors, scriptwriters, ගුරුන්නාන්සලාත් ඉන්නවා. Yes, traditional puppeteers, modern puppeteers, visual artists, animators, cinematographers. We're a project-based company. So when the client tells us what needs to be communicated, I'm a stage director by profession, so I kind of take a step back and look at who's the best creative team I can source locally to achieve the target of the client within the budget given. So
Right.
that's how we have a bunch of fixed collaborators, but we also are on the lookout for new collaborators depending on the requirements of each project.
All right. So we're gonna get to the nitty gritties a little later on, but I am very excited to meet the rest of the team.
කොහොම වෙන්න ඕනේ අපේ පොල් බෑමුණි තාම මේකප් උලනවා. පොල් බෑමුණියේ ෂෝ එක පටන් අරගෙන වරෙන් මෙහාට. අනේ අර තව පොඩි ළමයෙකුත් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. ඒකවත් මං ගෙනල්ලා පෙන්නන්නම්. එහෙනම් බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
It was lovely meeting her indeed.
Thank you. පොල් බෑමුණි ගමේම සිරියාවන්ති දුකේ සැපේදී හැමෝම ළඟම සිටින්නේ. Hello! Hello, Tasha, how are you?
Hello, Paul Bamuni. How are you?
I am fine. I love your earrings.
Thank you.
Where did you get them from?
I kind of stole it from my sister.
Mama ඔක්කොම ලස්සන දේවල් නාගිගෙන් තමයි හොරකම් කරන්නේ.
So here we have it, our next guest from the Power of Play Private Limited.
Hi, everyone.
Please welcome Paul Bamuni.
Paul Bamuna's sister.
Awesome. So tell me all about this character and what she is advocating to everyone out there.
Paul Bamuni is generally enlightened protagonist because I believe women are the beacon of change in most societies. So she's the one who kind of marries the old with the new, works on rationality versus being emotional. She looks at facts and figures and breaks myths. And kind of stereotypes. So she's the one who kind of accompanies, drags, encourages the Goliaths, the disciples, to enter the 21st century. It's not easy, because now Rappada feels he's the oldest and everyone should listen to him. And no offense, but his ideas are so outdated. Don't tell him that. And then there is Abdul Nana, who's extremely smart with his numbers. And there's Usiyama from the north. And she adds so much culture and diversity. And of course, you met Puak Padillina.
Yes.
Yeah, Captain Pollen Mage කියලා දානවා. එහෙම කරන්නත් බෑනේ. You have to be diplomatic. So not easy working with all these people.
Yeah.
Mahadana Mutta has a very tough job because now goats are not getting stuck in pots. People are getting corona or HIV,
Yes,
or
that's
people
true.
are killing each other inside their own homes. So these are real problems we have to solve, and Mahadana Mutta has realized to do that he has to have a diverse team because really, Tasha, unity in diversity.
Absolutely. You are right. You speak the truth.
Thank you.
And what's this at the back over here?
Oh, well.
Oh, she got sass. She's got sass.
Because women can have sass and be intelligent both. We really believe that. So be sexy as much as you want and also be intelligent.
Well, Balmuni, I need to tell you that you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Has it been difficult being a working mom?
Wow. If I give you a multiple choice question, which of the following two should I choose? Husband, work, kids. Can you answer?
No, I don't think so.
That is the story of my life. You can only pick two at any given time. Oh, and don't forget the house.
Of course, the house has to run too.
So it's very difficult to balance all four at the same time. If I'm happily juggling two are on the ground. If I pick up those two and juggle those two more fall on the ground. So very difficult to juggle everything. But as working women, that is expected of us, and we warrior on because we are warriors.
Yes, we are. We are
Yes,
warriors.
But gosh, the mental load is killing me.
Absolutely.
Just between you and me, it's not easy.
It's not easy, and I'm gonna try to get your number later so we can have a chat.
Oh, you
Call me anytime you want, sister. No
And
judgment. I'll
of
have a cup
course.
of tea ready. We can Zoom. We can drink our tea over Zoom.
Awesome.
And we can talk about the real things.
Yes, I love the real things. Now, though, we have to give the spotlight to your other friend.
Yes, Sadhun. He's the one that children love all over Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Stay right there. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Are you ready, Sandhu?
Yeah. How does my hair look?
Oh, it's awesome.
I put gel. Tata's gel.
Can I touch it?
No. It's Corona. You can't touch me.
Okay, Sadhun, we have an audience right here who would love to get to know who you are.
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Sandhun. And I got a puppy.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about Sandhun and where did he come up and what is the character that he is?
So Sadhun is your. Tell them.
I'm 7 and I like to play cricket. And now I have a lot of important things to do for my puppy. And Amma says the puppy is my responsibility. And yeah, I'm 7.
You're so cute. You're so cute. How? Yes. How are you made?
I don't know how am I made.
So, don't you remember?
Yes, sorry. Auntie Seema and all her friends at Boutique Foundation. They have children who are a little different to me and also very much like me sometimes. Some of them can't really talk. Some of them can't ride bicycles like myself and Nangi. Some of them can't think like me and Nangi also. So they are mothers to help them. Auntie Seema and everyone at Boutique gets together and learn how to make people like me and other toys.
That's amazing.
Boutique. Boutique Foundation. That's who made me. I think I'm Sponge, maybe?
Sponge.
Yes, I think I'm Sponge. But I'm also a boy.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
You're welcome. We'll do a elbow bump.
Okay, cool. Yeah. COVID times and all that. Hey, look, we're kind of matching.
Hey, I love blue. Do you like blue?
Yes, I like blue.
Awesome. I like you.
I like you too.
Bye.
Bye. I wish I could take all of them home with me so I can stay entertained during the lockdown. So Sulochana, it's been a lovely time talking to you and the rest
Thank
of
you.
the rest of you, I should say.
Yes. I know some of them like, am I schizophrenic? Maybe. But I'm still making a living out of it.
Someone
Yes.
watching this right now probably thinking, wow, you're just doing it all and you're doing the impossible right now. And at the same time, they're probably looking for ways to start their own project and, some kind of encouragement that you can give people who are looking up to you.
Wow. I will just say follow your heart, follow your passion, because I believe life is long and you need to be happy.
True.
And so to prioritize your happiness and to find out what gives you joy, and if you have a way, if you have a little bit of will,
Yes.
with so much of technology at our fingertips, and now I think the lockdowns have made people very creative, and I can see so many businesses popping up on Instagram and Facebook and all of that. So there's always ways to make money and make it work, but it has to feel right inside.
True.
So now I'm at that age where if it doesn't make me happy, I say
What's
no.
the point? What's
Yeah.
the point? Is there
So-
any way people can get in touch with you, maybe to help you out or be a part of your organization?
Absolutely. So you can look us up on Instagram and Facebook at Power of Play Private Limited.
Okay.
Or you can look up our website www.powerofplay.lk, and do drop us a line if you're interested in storytelling or puppetry or dubbing or just like being a volunteer for the work that we do. Most of our work is now online, but that doesn't mean we can't take interns, and we are very willing to help you in your journey.
Right.
Because it's we're all learning, and
Exactly.
sometimes I learn from a new member way more than I learned in university.
Right,
So art grows through collaboration, and not just puppeteers and other actors, but we'd love to collaborate with artists from all disciplines, or even, I don't know, maybe you're an accountant and you want to see how we can work numbers into a story.
True.
So I believe that kind of integrated learning
Yeah.
is the way forward. So no longer science or maths or Sinhala or environment,
Right.
but we take a concept and, like, for example, like water, and we can teach so many different things. And there are so many talented educators doing
Sure.
that right now. So we are looking to make some really cool collaborations, and we have a lot of virtual programming, paid and unpaid. So there's a lot of free stuff going on as well. So do look us up if you have children, or if you're an adult who wants a little bit of creativity and joy in your life. Look us up. There's lots of stuff going on, even during the pandemic.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I wish you all the very best of luck. And yeah, I just can't wait to see more. Thank you, Sulochana.
Thanks, Tasha. Thank you so much.
Let's begin.